Hi, I'm Tony Toepfer, a family law and estate planning attorney here in central Minnesota. Something nobody really likes to think about is the reality that one day their parents are going to pass on. But it is a reality that everybody faces. And if you're lucky, they'll have done some really great estate planning and left incredible instructions for you or your sibling or whoever that they decide should be in charge of helping their stuff move on. Navigating the tension between you and your siblings, in addition to dividing your parents' assets after their passing, is a completely unenviable task. Your parents gave you a job to complete though, and communicating with your siblings during this time is a part of that job. You're going to have to share information with all of them and consider their feedback in finalizing this process. One of the real facts about the world in general is that people get weird when it comes to money. You're going to be in a position now where you are splitting up a pot of cash left behind by your parents for everyone to share. You will need to be extremely transparent in all of these transactions. You don't want to be hiding records. You don't want to be preventing any siblings from getting access to information so that everyone involved believes that what they have seen is accurate and truthful. Everybody grieves differently, and no one really knows in advance how they're going to respond to grief and loss until it happens. Your siblings may be perfectly amicable during this process. You might also find that it's the worst interactions you've ever had with them. In either event, it's nobody's fault. It's just a task that we have to deal with. If your parents left behind a plan to be followed, it's crucial that you stick with that. If they didn't, the state of Minnesota sets rules for how these assets are to be divided, and that's where lawyers can help you. If things get particularly tense, you might also want to consider seeking a neutral third-party personal representative to take over for you. As I said, it's a stressful process. There's nothing wrong with admitting that you may not be up to this particular task. If that's the case, finding a professional to help you in that role as well can be very beneficial and allow you to focus on grieving and processing your emotions just as the rest of your family is having the opportunity to do. Grief and money don't mix. If you have the unenviable task of having to process and handle your parents' estate, give Toepfer Law a call so we can at least take a bulk of the paperwork off your shoulders and let you spend your time on processing your emotions and being there for the people who need you most in the moment.